kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Seattle. Taken from about the 12.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check. Panther 11.
Smith going to look to throw right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Mustang 19.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Open man is hard. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
19 tight.
From the red zone now, Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Goodwin from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Matt Breida, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to get this underneath to Dallas. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They snap it to Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing is Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. To the air again, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Hey, pass! 3! Hey, smash Broncos!
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Buffalo 18! 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers!
Here we go on 4th. Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A chance to run here for Galladay. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Barkley inside handoff. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On fourth down, Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen that, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Smith. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Throwing, Jones. And he rifles one incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking for Shepard deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Past the 20. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's taken. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they fail. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Okay, ready? Ready?
On 1st down, it's Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Hurt! 7 Pirates!
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
19 tight.
On 4th down, Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 66 yards. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Jones throwing for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Geno down to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. On the move past the 40. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Smith. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
60 let's go.
Throwing now is Geno. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt.
He's got him in. Complete. 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. This time the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Here we go, set. Happy Lions. Back to the lead. Go.
Smith on 3rd down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Geno on 1st down. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith, he'll fire one downfield for Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 51 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Jones now on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Seven Pirates!
After the interception, here's Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
18, 5 years. 19 tight. 18 rattlers.
On 1st and 10, Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
A handoff to Barkley. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first. And he is in! Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That will tie the game.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now it's Smith. His throw incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Man open, it's Goodwin.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Goodwin able to haul it in.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Smith now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is Dallas, an inside handoff.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Smith. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. Well, they had one final chance on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 packs for my boys. Be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Geno. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 39, Smith. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. On 1st down, Smith. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Smith now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 27 yards. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the 6.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Smith on 1st down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. This is caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant, 32 yards. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Jones throw brought in by Bellinger. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this one too low.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Jones on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him 30 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Jones will sneak it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Jones keeps it himself. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for a touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Dallas. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Geno now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Giants! Wandale Robinson, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. And that flag accepted. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Smith. It's caught. Lockett. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take down from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready? 19 tight. 18
Again, Smith. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Smith keeps it on the sneak. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now
See on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Gino's going to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Gino on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now Gino. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
The final shot here before break. Smith going for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now they get the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I think we've hit that point in the game now where any score you get could be the one that actually wins it. So above all, you want to avoid a turnover that leaves you coming away with nothing.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Smith. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Here's Smith. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack. It'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Smith. This is the tight end Fant. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Trap 50, trap 50. 19 right. Dragon 60. Hurry, 70. Hurry, hurry.
Here's Smith. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hurry, hurry.
Throwing is Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's Barkley on the counter. A solid stiff arm. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run it again with Barkley. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. To throw is Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Here we go.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Come back in. Come back in.
Geno now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On 1st and 10, Smith. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the 50, it's Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Smith. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The 20. Flop, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, it's Smith. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Second and 10, Smith again.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Again, Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Now Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Richie James, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Will we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And now here's another interception. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. And not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball, when we see them the next time out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Julian Love. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, it's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. From the red zone now, Smith. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.